Hello there, it's Stevo here from the Elite FPL podcast, and it is myself previewing Game Week 17. Yes, I say myself, and unfortunately due to unforeseen circumstances, Jason's ill, and we can't do any live streaming tonight, which is a Thursday evening, so no live stream tonight. But I did say to Jason earlier on that once he lets me know what the situation is, whether he can basically live stream or not, if he's well enough. If he can't, then I'll just do a pre-record, and that's what has happened, I'm afraid. So yes, no live stream tonight, but as ever I will persist with what needs to be done from my end. Of course, it is the Game Week 17 prediction time. We all know how well I seem to do, but yes, let's just crack on with it, shall we? So we all kick off with the Liverpool-Watford game. I know a lot of people will be potentially captaining Mane or even triple captaining Salah, FPL Booner. But what do I think? I'm going 2-0 to Liverpool. Something about Liverpool at the moment, they're edging games, they're just getting through them, and I just think that this game is... they've got Nigel Pearson in charge now, Watford. You know what usually happens when a new manager comes in, they seem to have a new manager bounce. I think Liverpool will just have too much quality here, but yeah, I'm going 2-0. What does the history say, though? The history is going 5-0. Yes, 5-0. The little statistic that's involved in this, there have been 2 5-0s in this particular game for Liverpool, a 6-1, and Liverpool have kept 5 clean sheets out of 6 fixtures. The history for captaincy-wise, very, very good indeed for both Mane and Salah. These are 2 exceptional captaincy options this particular game week, and you will see why with the history. So Mane, 5 starts, 5 goals, 3 assists. Salah, FPL Booner, 4 starts, 6 goals, 1 assist. But I will say that 4 of those goals and the assist came in 1 game, would you believe? Absolutely nuts. But Mane, on the other hand, in the 5 starts that he's played, he has returned in every single one of them. 2 goals in 1 game, 1 goal in another, 2 assists, 1 assist, and then 2 goals the last time they played each other. So yeah, all looking good there. Moving on to my team, Burnley. They're at home to Newcastle. Burnley, on the back of 2 horrific matches of course losing 4-1 to City in that pathetic testimonial game, it seemed like, and of course the embarrassment that was 5-0 at the new Tottenham Stadium the other day. And this ain't going to be a testimonial match. These are the kind of games that we always seem to do well in, and I think we're going to edge this. I'm going 1-0, would you believe? 1-0 to Burnley. Newcastle absolutely shocking away from home. But I always keep saying this, Burnley never seem to lose against their relegation rivals, and I think that we're going to edge this 1-0, 2-1. It wouldn't surprise me if it ended 0-0, 1-1, but it's going to be a very, very boring game. The history's going 2-1 to Newcastle, though. There's been 3 draws in this fixture, 2 1-1s, a 3-3. However, the last 2 times these teams have played each other, Newcastle have actually won, a 1-0 and a 2-1, so not really looking good there for Burnley in recent history. Chelsea versus Bournemouth, 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday. I'm going 2-1 to Chelsea once again. I think that Chelsea have got enough firepower to edge through this. History's going 2-0 to Chelsea. There have been 5 clean sheets in this fixture out of 6. 2 of them being for Bournemouth and 3 for Chelsea. Leicester Norwich again, another captaincy contender here for Jamie Vardy, of course, and I think Leicester are going to destroy Norwich here. I think it's going to be a bit of fun, and I'm going 3-1 to Leicester. History's going 2-1. There have been 23 goals scored in the last 6 fixtures between these two. However, I will say that the history goes all the way back to 2008. So yeah, 23 goals scored in this fixture. There's been 2 red cards involved and only 2 clean sheets. So expect goals galore or more to the point, both teams to score in this fixture. Sheffield United versus Aston Villa. Sheffield United can't seem to keep a clean sheet. They haven't kept a clean sheet in, 5 game weeks now, something like that. Of course, that's when I decide to have double Sheffield United defence. I said on the last time that me and Jason were on with each other that I think my stupid mistake was to think what people may think about me bringing in Guaita, because Jason owns him and they'd think that I'd be copying him, and I just went with Henderson. But I did say that I wanted triple Sheffield United, let alone double defence. But I really do wish now I went with Guaita from Crystal Palace in goal, but alas I didn't, and I still think that Sheffield United are not going to keep a clean sheet here, and I'm going to go 1-1 in this particular fixture. The history those going 2, I was actually thinking 2-1 to Aston Villa, funny enough, but that's what the history's going with. Aston Villa have won 2 out of 3 away from home. Again, another one, 23 being a key figure in these history lessons. 23 goals in this fixture again. 4 of the fixtures have had 4+ goals. So again, once again, goals going on. By the way, I didn't actually mention this. Jamie Vardy's history versus Norwich: 2 starts, 1 goal, 1 assist. Southampton versus West Ham. West Ham, let's be honest here, this is my basic understanding is this is pretty much Pellegrini's last game unless they win. I don't think they're going to win, despite Southampton's terrible home form. I do think that Southampton are going to win this. They're going to edge this 2-1. Once again, the history disagrees. The history's going 3-1. Any time a team has won in this fixture, they have scored 3 goals, would you believe? On 5 out of 6 occasions. 3 times for West Ham and Southampton twice. So if a team's going to win in this fixture, they're going to score 3 goals, it would seem. Man United versus Everton. I think this is going to be after the Lord Mayor show, after, of course, United beating City and Tottenham. I think it's going to come crashing down to earth. Rumours of, what's his face? Unai Emery potentially coming into Everton. Carlo Ancelotti. It's ridiculous, but his name's been mentioned. Duncan Ferguson, of course, got a cracking win against Chelsea, although Chelsea were there for the taking, my understanding was. And I think they're gonna get something out of this game, and I'm going 1-1. Man United don't seem to like playing teams like this, and yeah, I'm going 1-1. The history though is going 2-1 to Man United. Although Man United have only won 2 out of the last 6 fixtures. There have been 3 clean sheets though involved in this fixture over the last 6. Wolves versus Spurs. Once again, I think this is going to be a tightish kind of game, but I think Tottenham will edge this 2-1. The history's going 3-1. Tottenham have won 3 out of the last 6. Again, 23 goals have been scored across the last 6 fixtures. Although the history does date all the way back to 2010. Last season, Tottenham won 3-2 at Molineux. Wolves, on the other hand, won 3-1 at their place. Arsenal v Man City, I think this is going to be... I'll go on to my team selection / transfers in a minute, but I think Man City are going to destroy Arsenal here. I'm going 3-1 to Man City. History saying 3-0. Man City have scored 3 goals or more on 4 out of the last 6. The last 3 times at the Emirates, there's been 2 3-0s and a 2-0 to Man City, so it looks like this could be quite an easy game for Man City. And finally, moving on to the Monday night kickoff, where Jason, of course, and many others will be hoping for Guaita to keep a clean sheet. He probably will. It's Crystal Palace versus Brighton. I'm going 2-1 to Brighton. I think they should edge this. Brighton here. The history's also going 2-1. Brighton have won 3 out of the last 6. There's only been 1 draw in this fixture. 2 clean sheets as well across this fixture, and of course both for Crystal Palace in a 1-0 victory plus a 0-0. So just a quick reminder regarding the captaincy history. Mane, 5 starts, 5 goals, 3 assists. Salah, 4 starts, 6 goals, 1 assist. Jamie Vardy, 2 starts, 1 goal, 1 assist. It's really choose between Mane or Salah, but I would say that Mane is probably the best pick, but it all comes down to possibility of rotation. So we move on just quickly if you're interested into what I'm thinking of doing, and I know eyes will be bulging at potentially what I'm thinking of doing, but it's something that Jason said the other day about Tammy Abraham. I've got a few options in mind here. My immediate transfer thought is this, and I know people are going to be screaming, but again, this is for you. I don't care. In some ways, it's kind of like why I'm deciding not to read chat anymore on live streams or anything, because to be honest with you, I'm sick to death of the people that just everybody's an expert, aren't they, when it comes to anything? And the immediate transfer I thought of was I really need a Man City asset in this game, and I thought David Silva. I just thought, you know what, ahead of Pulisic, get him in. But then I realised, oh wait a minute, he's injured, so I'm going to be waiting on team news on him. If it's not David Silva, I was looking at Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's history this season, to be fair, has actually been pretty good away from home. If we bring it up here right now. So, okay, admittedly he got 2 points away at Bournemouth. But there were some other things that stuck out for me where I just thought he seems to do pretty well. Away at Norwich, got an assist. Away at Liverpool, he got 10 points. Away at Burnley, he got 7 points. I'm just thinking to myself, you know what? Maybe Bernardo Silva could be somebody that I could potentially bring in. I don't know. But that Kevin De Bruyne, the fact that everybody's got Kevin De Bruyne scares the living hell out of me, to be honest with you. And the fact that I think that Man City are going to get battered. Arsenal are going to get battered. I really do think so. I was thinking initially David Silva in, get rid of Jimenez, bring in Abraham for that Chelsea coverage. It is a -4, and it does seem to be a bit sidewaysy-ish. But to be honest with you, FPL Booner on Discord, he actually asked me if I'd thought about transfers. Obviously the answer is I thought about it. I haven't done any. For a -4, is it worth it? I don't think so. I really do think, though, that I am going to be waiting on team news. If I hear that David Silva is fit, I'm actually going to bring him in for Pulisic. Pulisic of late has been absolutely... Well, we all know he's been absolutely terrible at the moment, and I'm not particularly happy with his returns, and we all know the way I play this game. It's all about form. And Pulisic has been absolutely terrible as of late. In fact, if we just quickly bring up his recent form, it's blanked in the last 5. It's not good enough, really. Especially in all those games where you'd expect him to get some form of returns. He's done absolutely nothing. But it's just the fear factor of not owning any Man City players whatsoever. But like I say, I think I'm just going to hold a transfer, and then I'll have 2 free transfers in game week 18. I'm even thinking of getting rid of Rico. Well, I am. There's no thinking about it. I'm going to get rid of Rico for Kelly for definite. Once again, there's no need. It's not an immediate transfer worth doing. But I reckon my team for game week 17 is going to be looking like this. It will be... For anybody listening on audio, Henderson in goal, Lundstrom, Alexander-Arnold, Soyuncu, Pulisic, Son, Ali, Mane, Jimenez, Rashford. I've got Jamie Vardy as captain at the moment, mainly for safety option. I don't like early kickoffs. I don't like captaining in early kickoffs. I just find it weird, the psychology, isn't it? How I'd be happy to captain a Monday night footballer, a Sunday late day kickoff, whatever, but when it comes to early kickoffs on Saturday, don't like doing it whatsoever from a psychology point of view, but whatever. But there's my team, and vice captaincy on Mane, but I think for safety, I think I'm probably going to go with Vardy, but it's that usual thing, isn't it? Double guessing myself. Should I go with the history that I should have done with all season and suggesting Mane? Who knows? Anyway, there we are. There's my game week 17 predictions and preview for the upcoming game week. As ever, thank you for joining myself for this quick video. I have no idea when we're next live. I'm definitely not available on Saturday. It's my work's Christmas party. There will be a few sherbets drunk by myself. Then of course we got Sunday, where I'm assuming we'll be doing some form of streaming. I'm sure people may be screaming, what's going on with YouTube? No idea. Don't have a flaming clue. It's very, very frustrating, but there's nothing we can do, I'm afraid, until we hear anything from them, which I really don't think we will do for a bit. As I stated on Discord earlier on, some of the biggest, we're talking channels that have had millions of subscribers, have been messed over regarding this whole strike malarkey. So the likelihood of a tiny channel like this getting their ban upheld or whatever for live streaming, very, very unlikely indeed. But we're supposed to be back live streaming in theory sometime next week, but who knows. Anyway, as ever, let's just do the quick admin. If you want to just simply hit the like button just to show support, by all means just simply hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed but enjoy the content myself and Jason produce, by all means just simply hit that subscribe button. The Discord link is down below beneath my name right there to get part of a wonderful Elite FPL community that we have created and get part of a huge team. Twitter, follow us on Twitter at Elite FPL, Instagram at Elite FPL. Other than that, have a good game week, everybody, and I will see you at some point on Sunday. And of course, get well soon, Jason. Take it easy, guys.